alışveriş merkezlerinde, raflarda denetlenmekte. Çok yakında yaptığımız bir faaliyeti sizlerle paylaşmak isterim. Okullar açılmadan, Türkiye'ye söylüyorum, okullar açılmadan Eylül'ün başında Türkiye'nin 4 büyük vilayetinde özellikle kırtasiye ürünleri üzerinde bir denetim yaptık. Çok sayıda numune aldık. Bu numuneleri akredite laboratuvarlarda denetlettik ve gerçekten kırtasiye ürünlerde özellikle tehlikeli kimyasallar anlamında ciddi uygunsuzluklar tespit ettik. Yaklaşık %53 satılan ürünlerde fitalet tespit ettik ki bu gerçekten REACH tüzüğündeki değerlerin çok üzerinde rakamlardır ve doğrudan insan sağlığına aykırıdır. Ve dolayısıyla bunlarla ilgili toplatma, bunlarla ilgili idari para cezası ve bu ürünlerin piyasaya arzının yasaklanması gibi tedbirleri önümüzdeki günlerde devreye sokacağız. Önemli olan, sizlerin de çok iyi takdir ettiği gibi, tüketicinin sağlığını korumak, insanımızın sağlığını korumak, bugünü değil, geleceği korumaktır. Bir diğer faaliyetimiz, değerli katılımcılar, belgelendirme hizmetleri. Kapıdan satış yetki belgesi ki doğrudan satış şu an bu kapsamda değerlendiriliyor. Bir diğeri kampanyalı satış izin belgesi, bunu da biz veriyoruz. Garanti belgesi, bunu özellikle Türkiye'de hem ithalatçılarımız hem üreticilerimiz tüketiciye sunmuş olduğu sanayi ürünleriyle ilgili aynı zamanda bizden bir garanti belgesi almak zorunda. Bunu bize onaylatmak zorunda. Bunu da bizim başında bulunduğumuz kurum yapıyor. Satış sonrası hizmete yeterlilik belgesi, bu ürünlerin bir satış servis anında keza kurulması lazım. Bunu da biz denetliyoruz. Tüm bunların yanında tüketici sorunlarının kaynağında çözümlenmesi gerektiğini bilincinde bir otorite olarak tüketicilerin sahip oldukları haklar, satıcı veya sağlayıcıların uygulamak zorunda oldukları yükümlülükler hakkında bilgilendirilmesi için yürüttüğümüz çalışmalar da artarak devam etmektedir. Esasen burada bir dengeyi de gözetiyoruz. Yalnızca tüketici satıcı dengesinde iki tarafın aleyhine bir dengesizliğin olmasına asla müsaade etmiyoruz. Pek çok sektör temsilcisi olduğu gibi doğrudan satış derneği üyeleriyle de bu amaç doğrultusunda toplanarak fikir alışverişinde bulunmaya fırsatı yakalamış bulunuyoruz. Türkiye Doğrudan Satış Derneği'nin değerli temsilcileriyle bu anlamda çeşitli toplantılar yaptık. Yani şunu da söylememiz lazım. Tabii Türkiye, dünyada olduğu gibi Türkiye'de doğrudan satış sektör olarak hızlı bir şekilde büyüyor. Bugün itibariyle 500 milyon dolarlık bir iş hacmi ve 700 bin çalışanlarla gerçekten büyük bir sektördür. Böyle büyük bir sektörün kapıdan satış gibi bir dar alana sığdırılamayacağının farkındayız. Bu anlamda yeni yasa çalışması esnasında kapı doğrudan satışa ayrı bir madde olarak yasada yer vermeyi planlıyoruz. Bu hazırlıklarımız devam ediyor. Bu hazırlıklar aşamasında doğrudan satış derneğinin değerli temsilcileriyle de görüş alışverişinde bulunacağız. Bu diyalogumuz her zaman devam ediyor. Bir konuyu da sizlere paylaşayım son olarak değerli katılımcılar. Bu Türkiye'deki şikayetlerle ilgili az önce rakamlar verdim. Bir memnuniyetimi ifade ederim. Bu satışların içinde doğrudan satışla ilgili şikayetler daha az, daha gerilerde. Çünkü doğrudan satışın bir kendi iç mekanizması var. Bir takım sorunları, bir takım şikayetleri doğrudan satış derneği kendi içinde çözmeyi başarıyor. Esasen bu da bize katkı veriyor. Bu vesileyle gerçekten Doğu ve Batı'nın buluştuğu bu güzel toplantının başarılı olmasını diliyor. Beni dinlediğiniz için hepinize teşekkür ediyorum.
Thank you very much. Teşekkür ederim. I'm very pleased to hear that the direct selling complaints are much lower than anywhere else. There will be some time for Q&A at the end of the session, so I would like to introduce our second speaker, who is Mr. Paul Dobson from the UK. Mr. Dobson is a lawyer, a barrister, a former professor of law, an author and an editor, and the list probably goes on, but that's what I wrote down. He is the independent code administrator for the UK DSA, and he was the principal negotiator to achieve the endorsement of the DSA code with the UK Office of Fair Trading. Mr. Dobson.
Good afternoon. It's a privilege and a pleasure to talk to you this afternoon. About 8 years ago, the UK DSA, inspired by a bit of opportunism by the then director Richard Berry, sought and obtained the approval of the Office of Fair Trading for the Consumer Code of the DSA. The result of that approval was that the DSA itself and its member companies can use a logo, the logo you see there, a joint logo, announcing to the UK population that the code is approved by the Office of Fair Trading. Now, if you want to get approval from an organisation for your trading activities in the UK, there really isn't a better one to go to than the Office of Fair Trading. It's a well-known brand. It's a well-known name. It's part of government. It's set up by Act of Parliament. Its duties include enforcement of consumer law. It's a national enforcer, the licensing and oversight of consumer credit traders, and it's a competition regulator. It may not be as well known as, say, in America, the FBI, or in London, the Metropolitan Police of London, but it is a pretty well-known brand. So, good to have its approval. Brilliant, you might think. Excuse me. Nevertheless, it's a tale, I have to tell you, of hope, hassle, and some disappointment. So here goes. Positives and negatives. Positives first. When we got the approval 8 years ago, we were only the third code sponsor to get approval from the Office of Fair Trading under its then powers. So we felt pretty good about ourselves. We cracked open the champagne. There are some other positives that I've listed there. It certainly helps to counter negative publicity of direct selling. It can be used in dealings with the media. The media are persuaded by it and might more likely run articles about us and about our companies than they otherwise would. It helps some companies decide to join the DSA, though I don't want to overstate that, because although one or two companies say they quite like it, I cannot think of one company that has told us they've joined in circumstances where they wouldn't have if we hadn't had the OFT approval. It was a factor. It gives confidence to some direct sellers. We know that from a survey carried out last October of leading direct sellers of some of our member companies. And it certainly gives a degree of international credibility in the direct selling community. When we come to meetings such as this, and we meet people from other countries who know that we've got this approval, they seem, or to me sometimes, over-impressed by this. But that's very gratifying. Now, some negatives. It was an awful lot of effort. It was an awful lot of effort to get the approval. Maybe that's why we needed the champagne when we eventually got there. Largely because it was bureaucratic. It's run by government officials, civil servants, who've got little experience or understanding of the commercial world. Just when you thought you were getting somewhere near the end of the process, they'd say, we need to get our statisticians to look at this. Say, oh, right. So you then get some feedback from their statisticians about how you needed to alter the terms of your code to meet their needs. Then they'd say, we need to get our lawyers to look at it. And we got to the stage where we say, how many more people are you going to get to look at it? And how many more hoops that we don't yet know about are we going to have to jump through? Well, after some, I don't know, maybe it was 2 years, we got there. There are also, because it's bureaucratic and government run, there are inflexible approval criteria. You know, if you're approving a code that governs high street shops, you might well insist on the code sponsor carrying out mystery shopping exercises. It's quite easy, isn't it, to organise a mystery shopping exercise of, I don't know, Marks and Spencer's and other high street stores, or if you're a code sponsor of coffee shops, to go and try out Starbucks. It's not quite so easy with a small party-planned company to carry out a mystery shopping expedition. And the result was we had to agree to a different sort of assessment of our code by having a survey carried out. Grossly unsatisfactory, but we had to do it in order to get the approval. We send out, when we carry out these surveys, we send out reply-paid questionnaire cards, and they're distributed to the end consumer via the companies. So the DSO, the company, is sent a whole load of these cards and is asked to send it down its line of distributors, then to put those cards in the hand of a consumer who hopefully will fill it in and send them back to us. It's seriously flawed, because what very bad and wicked direct seller who doesn't give his consumer a good experience, what one of those is going to give a card to the consumer inviting him to fill it in and send it back? It's very gratifying that we have a 95% approval rating from these surveys, but it's meaningless. Right, other disadvantages or negatives. The code approval made some companies ineligible for DSA membership. We lost members because of it. Companies couldn't comply with the terms of the code in the terms the government required it to be, so they couldn't join us. So we lost subscription income and membership. And another negative about this whole system is, because of the bureaucracy, the UK government bureaucracy, the Office of Fair Trading bureaucracy, in 10 years we have got 10 codes approved. What on earth have all these civil servants been doing? And, you know, from our point of view, any publicity generated by the OFT is, of course, good, but it's nothing like the publicity that you get from it being on the backs of buses, in estate agent windows and so on. You need a whole load of code sponsors to get approval and use the logo so that the public gets familiar with the logo. There aren't enough for that to have happened. Oh, and by the way, one last negative, since I got on my hobby horses. We were undoubtedly badly used, by the Office of Fair Trading. It's a lesson about getting into bed with an enforcer. I told you the Office of Fair Trading is a government enforcer. Yes. One of the things that they enforce is the consumer credit legislation. They got in their sights one particular company that they didn't like its practices of. And I understand now why they didn't like its practices. It's a company that sold high-ticket items, largely to elderly people, that stayed in those people's homes for 3 hours at a time. Towards the end of the time would hit the consumer with a price which was incredibly high, immediately followed up by the offer of a discount, provided, of course, the offer was accepted there and then that evening. High-pressure selling, if ever you came across it. That's what it was. And we were used by the OFT because the Office of Fair Trading threatened this company. Before it became a member of our organisation, they threatened this company to withdraw its consumer credit licence. Now, if you're selling a high-ticket item and you can't offer your consumers credit, you're effectively going to be put out of business because you won't sell many items. Well, they threatened this, but in the end, they never went through with it with the company. Instead, they accepted from this company an assurance, and the assurance they accepted from the company was that this company would apply to join a decent code. Oh, they never told us that. The OFT never told us that. Oh, and by the way, they took from this company a side letter to the assurance, and the side letter said, yes, and the code that we're going to seek to join is the DSA. So we were set up by the OFT to take in a company that they were very unhappy about, and they didn't tell us anything about that. If only they had. it's a lesson about getting into bed, I think, with government regulators. It's better if you can find another